Yeah, I think this really interesting point that you're making about biodesign philosophy and behavioral change, I think is so embedded in the materiality of biodesign. Like for example, mud bricks, right? So those mosques in Mali that are all built with local resources and local mud. Every year it requires the entire community to maintain the building and rebuild it to a certain extent. And, these are structures that have lasted for a very long time, but are embedded in the lives of everybody that uses the building, and is active in using the space spiritually, but literally, in terms of the building materials themselves, they're so like integrated into that process and involved. And I think that's a really interesting thing about biomateriality as well, like maintenance, particularly with ancient materials and ancient building materials in the built environment. Kind of upkeep, that we've kind of lost or don't recognize as being as valuable, even when it is like, always happening and always there.
Yeah, definitely. And it's like, it's not only good for like materiality and like our like physical infrastructure, but I assume in Mali, they don't just like all go there and in like quietness maintain this and then they all leave again and never see each other again. So like there is so like such a big social infrastructure behind this, like building social capital and all of these kind of things, that that's so intrinsically connected to biodesign, and I feel like it's quite often it's getting kind of a bit lost in that. I think one of the really good projects on that is the project by Paola Camina, where she was working hand in hand with like these weavers.
It's such a good project.
It's
brilliant.
So good. Yeah. But yeah, like these kind of like I think especially like biodesign artifacts have a like incredible impact, or can have an incredible impact if done right, on social capital and like the creation of social capital and the maintenance of social capital, amongst other things. But yeah.
Yeah, one thing that's sort of coming to mind is like quite a lot of biomaterials are temporary, but I think from what you've both been saying, you could make quite a nice case for like there's might be a material impermanence, but there's a social permanence, and that allows the material to continue in this different way, which I think is quite an interesting idea for materiality and biodesign.
Very nicely put.